discussions for experiment 7, electrolytic cell. And of course, electrochemistry is a topic that, or is a chemical reaction involving electricity. Based on the lab manual, we have 2-part experiment, but based on the setting of our lab, where I did the recording, they're only doing the part B of the, we are only doing part B of the experiment. So we're only doing part B of the experiment, which is the electrolytic cell. What is electrolytic cell is that an electric cell is used for non-spontaneous reaction. Basically, electrical energy, or in this case, a battery, is used or must be supplied. So electrical energy must be supplied for the reaction to take place. This is like from an outside source, and what we are using as the source of electricity here is a battery. We are going to study 4 different reactions, and then for each reactions, when you read the lab manual, it gives you like 2 possible reaction for the oxidation, 2 possible reaction for reduction, and we are going to base our experiment and justification based on the evidences that which one actually took place, which one was reduced, or which one was oxidized. To refer to, the smart thing would be to refer to the lab manual first to see what are the choices, because when you have only 2 choices, then you are looking for those 2 evidences for each one of them, and it's going to make it much easier for you. So what is happening here? So let's say if I do the electrolysis of sodium chloride solution, I put the sodium chloride in this U-shaped glass tube, and then I attach one of the electrodes to the negative, the other electrode to the positive, and I'm not certainly following this positive and negative to see what happened, which one has been reduced. We could do that where electrons are going into the solution. Usually reduction takes place there, because reduction means gain of electron. So when gain of electron results in reduction, and lose of electron is going to give oxidation. So we have oxidation reduction taking place. One item or one element is being oxidized, or one substance being oxidized, one substance is being reduced. So for the first reaction, when we have electrolysis of the sodium chloride solution, 2 possible half reaction is given. The 2 possible half reaction for reduction is given. How do I know this is reduction? The reduction means gaining of electrons. So electron is on the reactant side. So this is a reduction half. If sodium reduces, we should see like sodium being deposited on the electrode. So I would see like a gray color, of the sodium. But it's kind of impossible, because if I have water in that is the aqueous solution, and if sodium is produced, it's going to explode. So before anything, we will see like explosion if the sodium is coming. So you see like reaction taking place. If water is reduced, means if water gains electron, is going to change or produce hydroxide ion. We have a very simple way to determine if we have hydroxide ion being produced or not, because if we add phenolphthalein, we just add drops of phenolphthalein to both sides, and we place the electrodes, connect to the battery, and watch. Okay, and watch. If the pink color appears in one side, that means in that side, water has been reduced. So when you see the pink color, that's indication that water has been reduced. In any given reaction, water is either reduced or oxidized. So in this reaction, since water is being reduced, for example, when you see the pink color, then you could say that water has been reduced. And the next, for oxidation, then water is not an option because we already have water marked for reduction. Two possible half reaction for oxidation. First of all, how do I know this is oxidation half? Because electron has been released. So this is a lose of electron. That means it's oxidation. Lose of electron, oxidation. And how do I know electron is lost? Because electron appears on the product side. So water, if it loses electron, it would change to hydrogen ion. If it gains electron, it would change to hydroxide ion. Chloride ion, there's a negative charge here. If it loses electron, it would change to chlorine gas. So I'm looking for evidence of chlorine gas. What is the evidence for chlorine gas? Lab manual covers that. Yellow color or smell of the chlorine. So you would have to look for evidence for reaction, check the possible half reaction for reduction, check the possible half reaction for oxidation, and pick which one is being oxidized or which one is being reduced based on the evidences of the reaction, based on what you see in the video for the experiment. Next reaction is electrolysis of cupric sulfate, CuSO4. Possible reaction for reduction, possible reaction for oxidation. So in this case, if water is, in this case, we have the same setting. So basically we have the liquid, we have the phenolphthalein, and if hydroxide is produced, then we will see pink color. If copper is produced, you would see like shiny red color on the electrodes. So we have that, and then you would see like shiny red color on the side, okay? Because if it's reduced, copper is going to stick to this electrode. It's gray color, and it would be covered with the red color. So based on the evidence of the reaction, I could tell you that copper was reduced, but the purpose of this experiment is not for me to tell you which one is going to be reduced, is for you to watch the video and determine based on the evidence for the reaction which one actually was reduced. So pink color doesn't disappear, it does not appear, and that means that water has not been reduced. So if water is not reduced, water is going to be oxidized. So you can take this for oxidation, okay? Oxidation half. And this is going to be a reduction half reaction. So copper reduced and water oxidized. The other two reactions that we have is potassium iodide, and then it's going to be sodium bromide. Very similar to the first reaction that we had. For potassium iodide, you would say either potassium is going to be reduced and it gives you potassium solid, or water is going to be reduced and it gives hydroxide. And look for evidence for the reaction. This is reduction because gain of electron is reduction. Then for oxidation, either iodide being oxidized, iodide, if it oxidizes, is going to change to iodine plus electron. And then you are looking for evidence, did iodine form or not? I explained all this in the experiment. I don't want to give all the answers here. Same thing for the sodium bromide. You're looking for evidence of the reaction to say if it's which one is being oxidized, which one is being reduced. But to recognize the half a reaction, electrons are gained in cathode. Cathode reduction takes place, and electrons are gained. In anode, oxidation takes place, and electron is lost.